Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, at Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. I'm covering it for the love of Pete. There we go. All right. Boom, boom. There's a very random energy with this all of a sudden. 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so what are you doing here? That's all right. Leave that face down until we come to it. What do we got going on here, Gemini? Weird energy at the end. I'm curious how this is going to end because it's kind of like it's a mix. Starting off with a situation, I'm thinking this is more situational. It could be romantic. It could be. You got the soulmate card coming in here, but when I'm feeling this card in this deck, it's kind of like when you're there, you're like, this is exactly where I should be. This is exactly when I should be here. You fit perfectly. You feel like you're in the right place at the right time. It could be romantic where you feel this kindred soul spirit thing with somebody where you're like, I've known you before. Even though I just met you, I feel very comfortable. I enjoy being around you. Could be one of those things. But this is how you're coming into this situation, whatever it is. When you're coming into this situation, though, there's a lot of impatience, but there's wisdom at the same time. The situation or person, if it's a person, is matching your energy and seems to want a lot more from you than you can actually give at this time. When it starts right off, they want a lot more from you. The wisdom is here saying there's no way around it. They have to back off, but they want, whatever it is, they want a lot more of you is what I'm getting. There's nothing that you can do about it at this point is what I'm getting. But as you're transitioning into it, I feel like you have to shut something else down to get into this. You have to shut something else down to get into this situation. It's like to get into this new thing that you feel like that's exactly where you need to be, there's something else you have to give up is what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting with the completion card. Now, when this happens, there's like a dual energy going on here. Some of it's good. Some of it can be a little harsh. I don't usually read the Queen of Swords as a harsh energy, but in this situation, I do feel like there's a dual energy here. Some things are going very well, but I also get like there's somebody else who's kind of like telling you what they think, somebody who's defining things very strictly, telling you this is how it is and this is how I feel about it. It doesn't seem to be holding you back. It may not be your most fun moment, but you do what you can with it. It's not bad. It doesn't seem to be holding you down. I don't see a lot of negative energy on your side, like it's affecting you in a really negative way. I almost feel like you're taking it like a matter of fact. Like, oh yeah, well, I have to end that, so I guess we're going to have some fallout. It's kind of like, yeah, there's going to be some fallout, so I'm just going to kind of deal with it the way I need to deal with it. On the up and up, though, you got the Ten of Cups kind of like, yeah, but I want this, so it balances. You seem to be rolling with it quite well. Instinct is in the environment. When I'm feeling this is like the next steps seem to take form on their own. Again, the situation or person, whatever it is that wants to pull you in, is just naturally pulling you in, and you're just kind of letting it happen is what I'm getting. They're very much thankful and very happy that you're allowing it because you seem to be going with the situation. There seems to be a lot of joy with that in the environment. This is exactly what they want. Situation or person, whatever it is, you're giving into it. They're eating that up. They're loving every moment of it. I'm also getting that this is also causing things to get really hectic and very, very, very busy. Workaholic is popping in here. I don't feel like it's not tedious. It's busy. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going, like there's a lot of things going on all over the place. And when I'm feeling this card for you, I don't feel like it's holding you back at all. I just feel like there's so many things to do that you have to switch from one, switch to the next, switch to this one, switch to that. You keep switching gears so much that it keeps you engaged in the situation. It keeps you very amused. Amused? I do feel like you're a little bit amused with it. So it's not holding you back, but it's kind of like I can't live my life this way, but for right now I can handle it. You get the Five of Cups, and this, it looks like this. It's on its side a little bit. You're coming out of the dark on some certain things. You're giving some information here. I feel like you're giving somebody more information than you normally would. You're not giving out everything. I'm not saying you're telling them everything, but you're giving them more information than you normally would. This is something I feel like you're not expecting to do. It's one of those things where you find yourself saying some things and you're just like, what did I just say? What did I just tell them? And you're just kind of like a little shaken by it. Then you kind of keep going. Then all of a sudden you're telling them more stuff. And you're like, I guess I told them more stuff. I rarely tell people that. Why am I telling this person this? You're divulging some things about yourself that you normally wouldn't. I'm getting that as a surprise. You're letting somebody in a lot more than you normally would. The Five of Cups, it's just kind of weird like that. Again, you're not giving everything in, but like I feel like you're letting somebody in. It feels like the warmth is coming in, and it was face down, making me feel like you're not at all expecting to do that. It's just kind of happening. You're getting very comfortable, and it's just coming out, and you're just like, what did I just say? Like, what did I just tell that person? Okay. And then you go a little farther and you do it again, and you're just like, what is up with me? Whatever you're saying is being absorbed, is what I'm getting. It's being absorbed. It's not being questioned. It is being absorbed, though. I don't feel bad about it. I feel like somebody is appreciating your honesty. It doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't feel bad. The next phase in this situation that you're fitting in perfectly with takes off like a shot. Bam. You're there. They want what they want. Why hold back? They pull back the slingshot and pew, there you go. Pew. I don't know why I'm getting that, but like a slingshot, like pulling it back and pew. There you go. It takes off like a shot. It really does. The next part of the situation seems to be on autopilot. Destiny is on here. This person just seems to be calling the shots. I don't know. You seem to be going along with it. It doesn't seem to be an issue. Whew, there it goes. Pew. Again, it goes off like a shot. I don't see anything holding it back. I don't see any problems, anything daunting this. Now there's a bunch of cards here near the end of this part of the reading. This is not going to go completely the way you want it to, but it's not bad. There's a lot of communication that has to keep going back and forth. There's going to be a lot of disappointment, but it's not drowning the situation. There's so much going on when this goes off like a shot. Like, there are some major disappointments, but there's also some major new things, new possibilities coming through at the same time. There's trying to work through that energy, trying to work out what needs to happen, you trying to give your opinion, trying to get your voice to be heard. It's not bad, but well, I don't know. You got the Ten of Swords there. How can I say that's not bad when you got the Ten of Swords there? But the thing is, it keeps going so fast that, like, when something fails, it moves on so quickly, you don't have a long time to really worry about it, is what I'm getting. And then new possibilities pop in so quickly that you have to deal with them so quickly that you have to make decisions and help things move fast so quickly that it becomes more of a challenge to get your voice heard. You don't seem to have a lot of time to talk things out or research possibilities. I don't feel like you like that so much. That might be more of the Ten of Swords too, where it's going so fast that you can't see all the possibilities. You don't have time to get as deep in some of this as you'd like to. And that might be some of the Ten of Swords, definitely. But I'm getting like this new situation seems very, very stable. You're going to have to get used to it. It's going to take you a couple months to get used to this. I do get that once you see it coming in, once you understand the pace of things and how things are going, I feel like you're going to just have to learn as you go. And I'm getting like it's going to stick. It's not going to change. It's going to keep going like this. It's not going to go the other way. It's going to keep going and going and going and going. There's going to be a lot of missed opportunities. And it seems like the other side is expecting you to pick up on these opportunities before they're lost. But it's unrealistic. The situation is going too fast. It's kind of like if you're going down the road in a speeding car and they want you to find a place to eat, and they're whipping past them before you can even see them, like, what are you supposed to do? You're doing your best, maybe even looking stuff up on the phone, but you're like, I'm trying to do the best I can, but you keep changing direction. I'm doing what I can. You're doing the best you can with it. I just feel like this other energy was expecting you to be able to help them navigate better. But the thing is, they're not allowing you the time to really think out possibilities, so it's not really a fair assessment. Where this is going to go is like they might be doubting you, and they might have you doubting yourself. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Don't let them have you self-doubt yourself, because it's the rate at which this is going, and they're not willing to slow down. I feel like this energy is not willing to slow down. They're very impatient. They were from the very beginning. They are in the middle. They are at the end. I just don't feel like that's a difference. I don't think it's going to change. Don't let them create self-doubt for you when they are insisting on the pace. Because they're insisting on this, you don't have time to really look at things the way you normally would. So, like, again, if you're racing down the street in a fast car, trying to find a place to eat, and you only have 2 seconds to look here and there, like, you're going to do the best you can, but they're not allowing you the time to really research possibilities. So it's not fair to put that on you. Just don't let them create that self-doubt, and you'll be fine. I do feel as things keep going forward, you're going to find better ways to maneuver things, better ways to assess or identify possibilities that are speeding towards you, and decide, yes, do that. No, don't do that. Yes, do that. No, don't do that. You'll get used to the speed. It's going to take you a few months, whatever it is. And you will get up to par, but still, even then, there's only so much you can do if the person is insisting on racing forward. There's only so much you can do with it. Speaking of racing, I feel like I'm racing. I want to stop. Is there anything else with this? All right, I think we're good. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.